this is Becky. Welcome back to my channel. I just got off of work. Pretty hot, pretty tired. Tired of noise all the time, so I'm a little irritable. My energy's not the greatest. I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. And hopefully I can uplift my spirits after I take a nap. This world is very difficult for me to survive in, and I'm supposed to be thriving, yet I don't know how to thrive when I'm out in the wilderness by myself. So, yeah, because money doesn't motivate me. It really doesn't. And so I'm supposed to be out here getting the dollar and getting these clients and getting the money, and I'm just like, yeah, sure, okay. So let's talk a little bit more about things that I do enjoy, which is learning about the archangels. I have the turquoise spray. We're going to talk a little bit more about Archangel Haniel. His physical associations, which are parts of the body, is thymus, throat. He acts on respiratory problems, reactivates a sluggish immune system. He ameliorate the fatigue, weight problems, allergies, diabetes, heart disease, high blood pressure, sore throat, stiff neck, asthma, tension headaches, and nervous complaints and dizziness. So he'd be the one that you can call on if you're experiencing any of those concerns. He also brings emotional freedom, confidence, and inner strength. He calms the nerves and is a natural tranquilizer. He ameliorates emotional turmoil by balancing the emotions, centering. He eases panic attacks and promotes heartfelt communication. So I know that I'm trying to really call on him to help me with this, because I do know I'm supposed to be seeking money. I mean, clearly I'm in a position where I need money. But I am so sick of this culture. It really turns my stomach. This money hungry, evil money system makes me burn on the inside, because I just hate it with a passion. Because this is not what God intended. And yet I'm forced to be a circus clown in order to make money. And it sucks. But here we are. We're all in the same damn boat trying to make money. So, hopefully Archangel Haniel will help me with this, because a lot of times I just want to punch people in the face. I'm supposed to be helping them heal. So there's something with me that's broken that I need other people to help fix, because I can't fix it on my own, being in isolation, and people don't want to be around me when I'm being nice, but they also don't want to be around me when I'm being mean. So I don't know what that looks like for me in the future. That's why I said, I'm kind of over this whole thing. Spiritual associations widens our spiritual horizons and overcomes life's obstacles, even the dark forces of negativity. He provides the spiritual armor necessary for our soul salvation and soul freedom. He purifies the throat chakra, which is what I'm supposed to be having happen. I'm supposed to be having this upgrade in my system, but the people around me hate that. They hate it. My sister being one of them. And so what do you do when the people closest to you are intentionally putting you in situations that you know you shouldn't be in, but it's out of your control? So that's where I go back to the archangels. When I get done with this video, I'm going to go back into my prayer mode. I haven't been able to read my Bible because I've been working all day. And the reason why I'm working all day is because the people closest to me don't see me fit enough to live. They want me out of their lives and do it on your own. And the people that I turn to for help, they either give what little bit they can, and then I have to try to find other people, or they don't want to help either because they don't want to work with me either. So then I'm just out here going, yeah, Lord, I really don't know what else you want me to do. Like, so I just keep praying and trying to come up with new plans and try to deviate from believing what this 3D reality is showing me. But I've been doing this for 50 years. For 50 years, I've been waiting for freedom and justice and my spiritual inheritance to come through, and all I keep getting from my ancestors is keep being patient, keep forgiving, keep uplifting your spirits, keep having hope, keep praying, keep positive mindset, keep telling yourself that it's all coming to you. You know, all of these things that I'm doing, but in the 3D reality, I'm not seeing it. Now, I know I'm winning spiritual battles. I know that I'm kicking booty in the astral. I keep hearing that I'm winning court cases that I don't even know I've got going on. And I've got people in rooms that I've never even stepped in who are supporting me. But it sure would be nice to meet some of them. It sure would be nice to have some conversations with some of them. But for whatever reason, our world doesn't work that way. For whatever reason, people avoid conversations, and it drives me insane. Absolutely insane that people won't talk. Which is why I've had to step away from the consulting business, because what am I supposed to do with people that won't talk? I don't know what to do with this. One client I had, the mom was bawling, the son was 19, locked himself in a bedroom closet and would not speak. I couldn't even get him to knock on the door. I was like, okay, well, because I'm counseling via a screen, which drives me nuts because I'm not physically in the room with them. So this mom is bawling and I'm watching her on the screen slouched down on the floor crying in front of his closet bedroom door, and he's locked himself in it, and she's begging for him to please communicate. And I said, you don't even have to use words. If you could just knock yes for once and twice for no, you know, we can kind of like help you through this. And he would not even knock to acknowledge yes or no. So we have these suicidal young people that just won't speak. And I'm like, I'm so frustrated trying to help people that God said, put it down. Put it down, walk away. If he ends up committing suicide, it's not on your hands. When I left work today, I did have a positive note, so let me focus on the positive. When I got into my vehicle and I started to pull out of the parking spot, I noticed, I glanced over, and the guy that was parked next to me was actually I'm getting emotional over this. He was actually sent by God to work with my two autistic teenagers when they were in high school. And he was a school-based counselor. He had a private practice, but then he also was contracted to work in the school with kids that were struggling. And he was able to help them through all of the emotional turmoil that going through high school caused them. And when they graduated, he gave them each a Bible with a blessing in it, a personalized message, and signed off on it. And getting to see him today really, it meant something special that I got to brag. So of course I pulled back in and it was like, hey, and got to like have this moment of like, who understood the struggles that they went through. And I got to brag on how good they are right now and to thank him for what he did to help them. It was a very special moment, and I am very grateful that God and the universe orchestrated for me, because they knew that I needed that upliftment of seeing a face that truly understands what we went through and could be proud of the overcoming struggles that my kids were able to accomplish. All right, so Archangel Hamiel. His spiritual associations are he widens our spiritual horizons and overcomes life's obstacles, even dark forces of negativity. He provides the spiritual armor necessary for soul salvation and soul freedom, and purifies the throat chakra, enhances channeling and communication with spirit guides and angels, heightens intuition, and provides spiritual solace. Now today when I was at work, I do believe that I was channeling this particular archangel, and he kept telling me, it's going to be okay. You're not going to have to work this job forever. That this too shall pass. That I've won spiritual court. And that there are people in this world that are going to make sure that I get justice for what has happened to me in this town. I do know that the superintendent was removed from office, so that was one form of justice, as well as the administrator that was directly above me. And I do believe that I'll eventually receive financial compensation for the pain and the suffering and the lies. But it's all in God's timing, and who knows when that's going to happen. So, all right, let's go ahead and get a message from our keepers of the light. Let's see what Ascended Master has a message for us today. Believe me, I wanted so bad to just quit the job. But I can't, because I need finances. If you're part of my collective, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The injustice of the way this world is set up, and how quickly powerful, greedy, lustful men can spread lies and deceit and destroy your whole flippin' life when you say no. So, the Shekinah, the sacred self. Unleash your spirit, express your gifts, and dance to the sacred rhythm of life. It looks like there's a beautiful dove of peace. So I know that my time in this town is coming to an end, so I can move away from the abusers who are still in power, who are still doing this to other people, and have not served justice for what they are doing, because I know that it's God's hands. Work your light. Oracle cards. Good deck. So let's see how we can work our light. I know I probably shouldn't even be doing a video right now, but this is Authentically Me. I try my best to keep positive while people are receiving their karma, but I want it now, and I know that's wrong. It's in divine timing. a pillar of light. Your vibration is rising because you are the oracle. I am who I say I am. I am not lying, and I am not crazy. My family wanted me to believe that I was crazy. I am not crazy. And the crystal alchemy oracle. So let's see what the crystals have to say. And which chakras need some adjustment, because clearly mine are out of whack. Which is why I said I know I'm not supposed to be working this 9 to 5. I know it. The sugar light is for your third eye chakra. Belonging, relationships, and contentment. And if you're part of my collective, you can understand the confirmation that this is of trying to find true connections for people who actually care. We have a chakra wisdom oracle deck, so this is the ones that I already have videos pre-made. I'll go ahead and pull one, and then you can find it on the list and get a deeper reading into the message. All right, vanity. And that's what I feel like. People are wanting me to go after money. They're wanting me to go after fame. They're wanting me to go after fortune. They're wanting me to do all these things and use my gifts and make the world mine. And I feel it's just vanity. So how do I preserve goals that I don't feel are in alignment with my soul? I don't think I'm supposed to be on the screen. Messages from the spirits of nature oracle. So let's see what Mother Gaia has to say. I'm supposed to be bringing people off of TVs, off of screens, off of game systems, back out into nature, back into community, back to spending time with each other. So, let's see what messages we get. It says butterfly. The regeneration. Card number 3. So let's see what this message tells us. Butterflies begin life as one form and they end up as another. Transformation and regeneration are their biological destiny. Not only are butterflies a message of rebirth, change, and promise of a better day, when they appear after a loved one has passed, they are considered to be a messenger from that loved one. And I do know part of this is still the grieving of my mother passing. It's only been a couple of days, so. The process of transformation begins with the caterpillar ravenously consuming as much as it can, then encasing itself in a cocoon, and within the chrysalis, the body of the caterpillar dissolves into a mushy goo until certain previously dormant cells that contain the blueprints for the structure of the butterfly are activated. As these cells are activated, a distinctly different physical being is regenerated, even though the DNA is exactly the same for both. The butterfly's emergence from the chrysalis portends its essential contribution to the ecology of the planet as a crucial pollinator, while also bringing joy and wonder to any observer. I get it. I'm supposed to be used by the Lord Most High to deliver a message to a lot of people, which means I have to be on screens and I have to be talking in crowds and I have to be talking with people on TV when I don't want to. So here's your message. Life was moving along for you in a relatively steady and predictable way until certain events plunged you into a chaotic cycle from which you are now gradually emerging. You've had to face a number of challenges and have been feeling overwhelmed, questioning all you've come to know, turning inward for answers that don't always come. You may not be aware of it, but this period has served as a gestation period for a major transformation, one where a new you is being regenerated. So although your DNA remains the same, there is a restructuring happening epigenetically, similar to the imaginal cells that are activated in the butterfly's transformation. Even your physical appearance is noticeably changing, along with the way that you carry yourself. You may have an urge to wear brighter, more colorful clothing. You're being called to explore different fun and creative activities and to deepen your spiritual practice and beliefs. This is to enjoy this period of regeneration as you discover parts of yourself that had previously remained hidden. As this new you continues to emerge, allow yourself to explore whatever you're drawn to with courage and a sense of adventure. I don't know how to get the emotions to line up with what's supposed to be happening in the 3D when nothing around me is changing. I don't know how to do it. Let's get a message from the mystic realm. Maybe they can help me. I'm supposed to be open to new and exciting, unknown adventures, and all I get is kicked in the teeth. So how am I supposed to enjoy unknown adventures when they're not fun? They're not exciting. They're not enjoyable. We've got the Beauty Way, which is a dragonfly and our lotus. Beauty Way, which is card 4. The Beauty Way is both a path that you travel on and a daily practice. The path is where you choose to perceive only beauty before you, behind you, and all around you as you journey through life. The practice is where you take action to bring beauty to every situation that you are in. When things get ugly, you act to bring integrity and peace to the difficult encounter. When everyone else perceives only darkness, you point out the light and help uncover the hidden treasures. The Beauty Way invites you to create beauty in your life and to recognize the beauty inside yourself and in others. So stop to smell the roses and take a deep breath. Look at the stars and recognize the splendor that surrounds you. See the beauty in whatever situation you find yourself in. and you will receive the lesson that life is teaching you in a kind and gentle way. Stop trying to fix relationships that you believe are broken. Recognize that these things are exactly as they need to be in this moment, and acknowledge the inherent beauty in them. When you understand this, you will be able to bring about the change that you want. Do not engage in gossip about the darkness and the flaws of others. Be careful not to be seduced by the superficial beauty of a project or a relationship you're toying with, unless you are willing to pay a price for it later. That's why I said I'm really not looking forward to a divine counterpart. I really am not. But I know it's a requirement and it's necessary for the mission to continue. So again, bringing more emotions about this whole existence. Let's get a message from Spirit, the Human Spirit Oracle, since we're learning to reconnect with the Great Spirit that is in all of us. It says, baby, I'm a star. I'm supposed to step out into the spotlight. You know what happens to people that go in the spotlight? They get assassinated. Why would I want that? Why would I want that? Well, that's what I'm supposed to be, a star. Number 9. Hold on. Where are my sunglasses at? You're a star, baby. Shine on. Shine on. Sometimes when we are so full of inner light, we cannot see it for ourselves. We have a certain je ne sais quoi that everyone can see and feel, and it's magnetic. A certain magic that attracts the right people and circumstances to you. The stars just seem to align for you. The dots connect. And when you put your mind to something, it just falls into place. When you have star power, it's important to share it. Sharing your light, your shine, and your gifts with others allows us all to grow and evolve along with you. Because it's not about me. So, whether I want to or not, I have to. When one of us shines, we all shine. But you are the lead role. Yay, me. So step into the spotlight and take a bow, because today you are all that. Cut. That's a wrap. Get this baby a Hollywood star on the Walk of Fame. Let's get a message from the Starseed Oracle. Let's see what we get from the Starseeds. And I get it. There are people that would love to be a star. There are people that would love to have their name in lights. There's people out there who wish they could get their name on a star on Hollywood, but none of that stuff matters to me. None of that matters to me. So empathetic starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. I just want peace and solitude, and to be around people that genuinely care. And I know I got people that want me in Hollywood. I don't want to be there. Healing Waters Oracle. Let's see what we got for healing today. And then we'll close it off with Archangel Raphael. I just heard the archangels tell me, well, I get to choose my suffering. I can either suffer poor in the streets or I can suffer with fame and fortune. So the choice is mine. To be open to people that are going to present offers. Here we go. The rainbow. We got sweet relief, new beginnings, and a new way forward. And I'm hoping this new way forward has safety included, because whenever I try to walk out, it's not been safe for me to do so. So, we'll see. Oh, my ancestor said, no, not so fast, young lady. You're going to get a message from us. So, I fear them just as much as I fear God. So, because they could take me out of the game, although there's days like this where I'd be okay with it. Because I'm not looking forward to what the future has in store. Because I know it's supposed to be good things, but according to who? Alright. Alright, come on, 2 more messages. The sisters, please let me know what you want me to share with the collective. First one that came out was the Ace of Spades, which are swords. It says hard work, dominance, triumph, wisdom, wealth, new beginnings, fear, new ideas, difficult truths, transformation, end of a cycle, death and rebirth, and a power breakthrough. Then came out was the Jack of Diamonds, which is Pentacles, and it says practical matters, youthful energy, ambition, opportunity, a need for adaptable thinking to overcome challenges, energetic, resourceful, new, fresh approach, and a clever person. So I had to have faith that people were going to come in and help me with this, because I'm tired of doing it by myself. And I'm really not looking forward to what the future has for me, because I really don't think it's stuff that I want. But it's not about what I want, it's about what God needs. So the King of Diamonds are Pentacles. Once again, this is what I got yesterday, just reminding me that there's going to be a man, stable, mature and successful, prosperous, self-reliant, who takes charge, who's successful realities, sound judgment, has realistic planning and a business sense. He has financial control, he's grounded, authoritative, and guidance to finance. So thank you to whoever this is that's going to come in and help me. Archangel Raphael healing. My ancestors are saying, please have faith that the divine would not send you to your death so soon. They would have killed you already if that was the intent. It says laughter is the best medicine. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for reminding me to detach and find the humor and irony within every human drama. And I'm sure at some point, somewhere on the path in the future, I'll come back and I'll watch this video and I'll laugh at myself going, see there are good things still to come. But when you're at this point of the journey where it doesn't feel like it's ever going to end, this has been happening for years and years and years and years. It starts to get hard to believe that there's going to be good that comes. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video now so I can go get some water and I can go take a nap so I can go back to work tomorrow and do it all over again. Till then, the light in me honors and respects the light in you, and I hope you have a blessed day.